It is Parallel Frequencies. I'm Just Blane, and on the other side of the frequency is Coco over there. What's up, Coco?
Nothing much. Just hanging out, reading some tarot cards, doing my thing, making magic.
You're reading tarot cards right now? Like, which one you got in front of you right now? Let's see.
Okay, all right. I'm going to be real honest with you. This one's not a tarot deck, but it's not an oracle deck either. I just got it, and I've been doing readings with it. It's the Dixit game. It's a board game about storytelling, and I just saw that they had a new edition that came out. It's the Disney version.
Ooh.
So I have been having a blast doing readings with the cards. Look at this one.
Oh.
It's a plate of spaghetti, a fireplace. It's from Lady and the Tramp.
Look at that.
So cute. So I've been reading them like divination. It's my new favorite thing. I'm having a great time.
We talked about it at one point. We were going to get you to start reading Pokemon cards right out of the pack.
I can do it. I've done it.
That would be awesome. We should rip some Pokemon cards. That'll be what puts our show on the map, is when we start ripping Pokemon cards and reading them like tarot. Yep. I think that'll be...
I taught my son how to do it. He's super into Pokemon. So I said, why don't you try reading it like a card?
Did you?
Divination. Yeah.
How'd that work out?
He's pretty good at it. I'll be honest. He could read my Pokemon cards anytime.
Maybe that's a career for him there. Maybe he can make a living off of reading Pokemon. I mean, people are making a living off of buying and selling them.
Right? Might as well.
They are. Yeah.
Might as well.
I caught a trailer the other day, and I got to share this with you because it's right up our alley. A24, let's play this.
Mm-hmm.
March 13th, Undertone, A24's Undertone. Gonna be in theaters. I think we got to see this. This is right up our alley. It's a paranormal podcast or something they're talking about, and then the undertones are in there. You got tones that are doing stuff to certain people, and I love it. It's a great idea for a movie, first of all.
Does it remind you of a movie that we reviewed from our past? Maybe even a little bit nostalgic movie, but it reminded me of The Ring.
Big time. It's like almost like the audio version of The Ring.
Yeah. Yeah. She wants you to watch it.
Which is really scary.
To be heard, right?
Yeah, it's scary if you think about it, because it's like, well, for the Ring video, I had to get a VCR and put it in and watch it. But if this is the same type of thing, it can be played anywhere.
Yeah. And how do you know we're not playing that sound underneath this audio right now? You don't know. You're trusting us, aren't you? You're trusting.
You know me. I've been in the radio world for a long time, and I can tell you that there were certain tones that we had inside of shows, but it wasn't for nefarious stuff. We had tones that would basically send out a trigger to affiliate stations to kick over to the commercials or come back to the programming. But it was just that. It was just automation basically set up through tones that could do certain stuff. We can't hear them, but the systems could. So there is some stuff out there that's real low level. Let me just tell you, that's real low level. But I don't know. A24, they don't really do happy movies. So I don't think that Undertone is going to be too happy of a movie, you know?
It's kind of like some of the A24 movies I think that have come out just recently are a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little different. Like they've gone a little bit away from what they're known for. Yeah. A little bit, but this feels like it's right in line with what they're known for, what they've always done in the past, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It is Thursday. It is Just Blane's Trailer Park, and I have selected some special ones today, Coco. And
okay,
I love this day of the week because I really do have fun trying to find these trailers out there. And sometimes it might be shows people have already heard of, and sometimes, hopefully, most of the time, it'll be just some random, you know? And I like that. I love that because to me, it's all a level playing field out there, you know? Absolutely, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is one of my favorite days of the week. Some of the things that we've found on Just Blaine's Trailer Park have been my new listens, my new podcast listens for the next week. I'm ranting and raving about last week's Florence Given. I've been listening to everything she's got now. I'm following all her social media. She's got a couple of books out, which I'm going to read now. So this is
Yeah.
one of my days.
And I think you'll probably get your hair dyed pink again soon and take on the full persona, right? Like
Yeah. Well, I'll go my own route with it. I won't be that much of a imposter or a fangirl that steals her identity. She's got her own thing going on. Power to her. But yeah, I'm inspired for sure.
Well, let's get to this first trailer and see if we can find you some other stuff to get inspired by this week. Let's play this one right here.
I would wake up almost every night and wake up and just he's there.
And she's like, I heard him. I heard him say mama.
Oh my God, there he is. There he is. And I'm like, what? Where? She goes, he's right there. I said, he's in the tree? I don't see anything. She goes, he's right. And she was pointing right at the tree. She goes, no, he is the tree.
Have you ever felt a presence, heard a familiar voice, or received a sign that made you believe that your loved ones were reaching out from beyond the veil? Join us on Next Realm, the podcast that explores the profound and heartwarming stories of individuals who have experienced messages from their departed loved ones. In each episode, we delve into personal accounts that transcend the boundaries of the physical world. From mysterious dreams and unexplained coincidences to undeniable signs, our guests share their extraordinary encounters that go beyond the realms of explanation.
It was incredible.
Oh my God, what was that?
I looked at him and I said, is it real?
Host Amber Rasmussen guides you through these captivating narratives, exploring each encounter's emotions, connections, and spiritual significance. And together, we embark on a journey into the unknown, where love transcends the boundaries of time and space.
My mind was just blown, and I didn't know what to think.
It's at an exit point for him, and on a soul level, he was like, I want to come back. I need to mend some things. I can't go yet.
I feel like they want to tell me something. Whether you are a skeptic or a believer, Next Realm invites you to open your heart and mind to the possibility that your loved ones may communicate with us in ways that we never imagined. Join us as we navigate the delicate intersection of grief, hope, and the unspoken language that connects us to those who have crossed over. Subscribe now and join a community of listeners who seek solace, inspiration, and a deeper understanding of the mysterious messages that bridge the gap between this world and the next. Next Realm, where love knows no bounds and communication defies the limits of life and death.
Please, if you can, please come to me. Please, I just need to see you. I just need to see you one more time.
They're still with us in one form or another, that we never truly lose the people we love.
Scale of 1 to 10, I would say I was a 15. There's something else. There's an afterlife.
Let's just break down the wall. Let's just normalize this conversation. Let's get it out there because something's going on, and I'm going to figure it out.
Okay. So Next Realm. What a listen that was. And I know you were feeling all kinds of ways over there. She didn't seem like
all kinds of ways.
This didn't seem like the Miss Cleo type though, This seems like legit. It's Amber Rasmussen. Guides us through the captivating narrative, exploring each encounter's emotions and connections. What'd you feel listening to this? Is this genuine? What is this?
Oh my gosh. So the thought that I had listening to this is, how many people have I come across that say, they might be kind of skeptics, but they might just be like, I've wanted to connect with a loved one who's passed on, and I've just never, I've never felt them. I've never had any cool experiences. So I just don't think that it's real, or I don't think they can, or I don't know, they just kind of can't believe it because they've never had that experience themselves. And what I find kind of hilarious about that a little bit is they probably have been trying to get in contact, and they probably have done a lot of things that if we're not in tune with noticing those things, we could just be going along our regular lives being like, there's no afterlife because I've never seen it. I've never had experiences. And the truth is, it can all look so different than we were brought up to believe an afterlife was supposed to be like. It doesn't have to be exactly like you were taught or you thought it was. It can be so many things. There's no cut and dry answer. Nobody knows, right? But the truth of the matter is, I have seen and felt things that, because I have sought out experiences to have, I've had things that you just can't explain any other way. So my mother-in-law, when she was on her deathbed, we had other experiences with other family members. And we said to her, hey, if you're able to communicate with us on the other side, will you do it with pearls? She was her favorite thing and her like birthstone. So we were like, pearls are going to be our symbol for you. So if you can show pearls in some way, that would be obvious. We'll look for that. And within the first couple of months after she passed, there were moments where pearls showed up in our observation in ways that do not make any sense otherwise. I mean, like really bizarre ways that pearls would not be there. Like, it's not just you walk up to somebody and they have pearl earrings. Okay. Yeah. One of them was, my sons were in a swim class, swimming lessons. And at the end of every swim lesson, we had to go and like stand by the pool and get a little report on how the lessons went. The swim teacher was in the pool in like a wetsuit and a pearl necklace.
What? In a random place.
Who wears pearl necklaces in the pool? We even my husband and I like pointed at her and we were like, you're wearing a pearl necklace. And she's like, oh yeah, I think I just forgot to take it off. I usually take it off, when I get in the pool and stuff. There were just moments like that you just cannot explain otherwise. And it's also a feeling, right? A feeling like she's here. Like my mother-in-law would be here watching swim lessons. Her thing before she died was, I want to be there for my grandkids. I want to see them. I want to see them doing things. And when she was too sick, she couldn't be there. She couldn't be at swim lessons and things like that. But we said, we believe you'll be there. You'll be there more now after you pass than you are able to be here in body. And she was, and she has been. She's been showing up for the grandkids in ways can't be explained otherwise. What do you think about this?
That's incredible. No, I think that's incredible. And I think this is a great show to listen to right there. Honestly, I think you should hit up Amber Rasmussen and go on the show with
I'll
her.
hit her up. I'll be
I think it's still active. Yeah. I think it's still active. 17 episodes. Looks like she ended around the end of the year last year, but most people do, and they take a little break, Mm-hmm. We started an entire daily show during the holidays.
What were we thinking?
I don't know. But she does have some episodes out, and it sounds like they're pretty good content. Like, I'm looking at it, and I think this is a really good show there's people out there who this touches. There's people out there who, like me, will get the coast-to-coast AM feel from this show, where they talk about these hard conversations in a real way. They're not calling the mental people to come pick up their callers when they're done, like they're listening and engaging
they
with
believe
them.
them. They're validating them. And what you experience is valid. Whether or not somebody else believes in it or not, doesn't matter. Right.
Don't have to. Let's get to our next trailer right here. I'm excited about this one.
Calaroga Shark Media.
In 1977, Star Trek returned to television. The Enterprise was back. Spock was gone. A younger Vulcan named Zahn stood at science, Will Decker was at Kirk's side, and a bald Deltan navigator named Ilea joined the bridge. This wasn't Star Trek. This was Phase 2. I'm Greg Westlake, and on the Phase 2 rewatch, we revisit the Star Trek series that almost was, episode by episode, exactly as if it aired. We break down the stories, the characters, the production choices, and the television realities that shape the show, all through the lens of someone who knows TOS, inside and out. If you've ever wondered what Star Trek might have looked like if it returned to television in the late 70s, this is the rewatch for you. The Phase 2 Rewatch, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Now,
Right up your alley.
am I to understand this correct? Is it's rewatching a show that didn't happen?
You are going to have to be the expert there. I have no idea. It could have happened. I wouldn't know.
Let me look at here's the title for you right here. It says Enterprise was refitted, Starfleet felt bigger and more formal, familiar faces returned alongside new ones, and the galaxy felt slightly less romantic and a little more complicated. Hosted by Greg Westlake, the Phase 2 rewatch treats Star Trek Phase 2 as this television series it was meant to be, episode by episode.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to look into this Star Trek Phase 2 thing, because maybe I'm not too familiar with that part. But this, right up my alley for sure.
Yep.
I think this is, I gotta check in a little deeper on this. It's Star Trek 2 rewatch, Phase 2 rewatch.
So you're saying it's potentially a rewatch, but it's actually, in reality, fan fiction of what they wanted.
Like a reimagining rewatch, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
You know me. I love rewatches. I love Star Trek. So I got to see what this is all about. This is one of those times maybe when confusion actually leads to more curiosity. Because you're not turning me off because I don't know what you're...
This?
Yeah. I'm highly intrigued and curious is what this is. Not negative, not in any way, so... I think this is dope.
Yeah, it kind of makes me think that's kind of the beauty of like fan fiction, people writing things from their favorite, because a lot of us love plots, characters of something that already exists, but we reimagine our own plot. I've done this 1,000 times with Harry Potter. I could rewrite Harry Potter from Ginny's perspective and make her this whole other main character. It would be amazing if I ever did it. But
why don't we do that?
Yeah.
We should do it.
Why not?
Just do it. Why not? Let's write that up.
Let's get to do it.
We got Chat GPT now. We can put it in there. It'll help us out. I mean, the Duffer Brothers got a little help on Stranger Things, it looks like, but we ain't going to go into that right now. But yeah, let's get into the very last trailer of today.
Hello, I'm Kerry, and welcome to A Moment with Murphy. I wanted to create a little quiet space where we can slow down together. A place for honest, heart-led conversations without any rush. In this series, we'll talk about the things that really shape us as parents. Children's mental health, IVF, baby loss, chats with a midwife, EHCPs, neonatal care, and more. These topics aren't always easy, but they're real, and they deserve to be spoken about with warmth and compassion. You'll also hear pieces of my poetry woven through the episodes, small pauses to breathe, reflect, and settle for a moment. This podcast is for anyone who needs a breather in their day, a moment to feel seen, to exhale, and to know that you're not on your own. Thanks for being here at the beginning. Follow A Moment with Murphy wherever you get your podcasts, and I'll see you in episode 1.
Oh, man. You know how I am with the British accents.
Yes.
So gentle, so motherly already. And then a parenting podcast. I love this. A Moment with Murphy. And this is brand new. This one just released, it looks like. So
right,
2
let's give
episodes
them some love.
Yeah. I really think there's definitely, as I always say, there's a place for this. There's an audience for this. There's going to be people who flock to this. They love this just for the accent alone. The content itself looks like it's on point with exactly what she wants to do. Says she's a mom, mom of 3, she said, I think. So how do you podcast with a mom of 3? Coco, tell us.
Wish I knew. Can I just say that? I am figuring it out every day, but I can't lie. It's kind of like having 4 full-time jobs all the time. My whole life. But
I'm sure.
We're doing our best.
And a moment with Murphy here, she's really talking about some hard topics. Like already in the trailer, you hear IVF and EHCP and all this stuff. Some of them don't even know what they are, but I know they're heavy. I know IVF is a heavy thing people go through. So for her to give that outlet and talk about it with people and have the real conversations, the practical conversations, good for her. Good for Murphy. Was that her actual name? Was that her? Murphy Carey.
Her name's not Murphy, but yeah, it must be. I was kind of wondering who Murphy
Carey
was, but
we'll have to look into that. We'll find out.
Yeah.
I think her name might have been Carrie.
Yes, she's Carrie. Murphy was maybe her child. I'm not sure, but
there you go.
I back in my early days of, I don't know, adulthood, when I found out I was infertile, I started a blog. This was back when everybody was doing blogs, and I called it was WordPress or whatever was out at the time. I called it the Journal of a Childless Heir. And that's what this kind of reminds me of, is like people going through something really that hard and that deep and reflective, and finding both the moments to reflect, to just check in and say, this is how I'm feeling today. And this is what it's like for me. Finding other people that feel the same way and that want to just connect in a way that's like, girl, I know, like it's hard. We're all here doing it. And then also having some kind of documentation of the journey.
Yeah. That's a tough thing. Real tough.
And it never really ever gets cured as a thing. Just like anybody who struggles with infertility, wanting to be a parent, having the desire and then going through all of that, you might achieve parenthood as I have done, as she's done, but it doesn't ever leave you. Like the healing work is never fully done. So, to have a place where she's offering a place of like, stop, sit, chill with me. She's going to interweave her own creative projects, her poetry into it. I think that's all beautiful. Good for her. Yeah.
Good. You know what? I have to say, Carrie Cunningham, that's the host name. Thank you for being vulnerable and putting yourself out there like that.
Yeah.
If you have, Carrie, I'm going to tell you right now, if you have any issues with anybody out there, let me know. You come tell me.
We're becoming like the bouncers of the podcast world. We're like, what?
I like that,
You
though.
have a problem with this creating art? I'm here to tell you, step off, right?
You know what, though? If anybody out there is going to be the deputy and the sheriff of the podcast world, who better than me right here, Just Blane?
Who better? Nobody better. You know what I just realized?
If anybody else wants it. Yeah, go ahead.
I just realized that the card that I was pulling for, we're talking about cards, and I pulled this eating spaghetti, like 2 seats eating spaghetti, right? Like podcasts are the spaghetti, podcast trailers are the spaghetti. We're sitting here eating it up. We're gobbling it up, enjoying this meal we're having today. It all came full circle. I just realized that. Nice
job right there, tying it all together. A segue out of a segment into the outro. I love it. You're learning here, Courtney. You're learning, Coco. But I think today I loved the trailers that we put on. We're going to put all the notes, show notes and stuff. We'll put the links in there for the shows themselves. Until next time, though, it's Just Blane and Coco, Parallel Frequencies. We'll see you on the other side.